Hi everyone, my name is Madison Harpum. I am currently a special education with a concentration in applied behavior analysis student at George Mason University. This video is for my class, EDSE 619. Essentially for this project, we will be reporting on a behaviorist within our field. The behaviorist I decided to pick today was Dr. Amanda N. Kelly. Dr. Amanda N. Kelly is currently a professor at Bay Path University. She works as a supervisor, mentor, and an ethics instructor. Dr. Kelly is the owner of her blog post / personal business called Behavior Babe. Behavior Babe began in 2008 as a Twitter account. However, it soon grew to be multiple social media sites, a blog, and in 2018 she launched a Behavior Babe podcast. Continuing on, she has worked as a paraprofessional, licensed teacher, school counselor, consultant, coordinator, and behavior analyst. Her experience is within in-home settings, public and private schools, residential placements, and community settings for children and adolescents who have social, emotional, cognitive, or behavioral needs. Dr. Kelly's interests extend to decimation, public policy, ethics, and sustainability. Dr. Kelly currently has 4 publications. 2 are written about decimation, called Spreading the News, History, Success, Challenges, and the Ethics of Effective Decimation, and Blurred Lines, Ethical Implications of Social Media for Behavior Analysts. 1 is about ethics, called The Licensing of Behavior Analysis, Protecting the Profession and the Public. Another is about pre-session pairing. This is titled Effects of Pre-Session Pairing on Challenging Behavior and Academic Responding of Children with Autism. This is my summary of her work. It is very clear that Dr. Kelly practices what she preaches in terms of decimation. The majority of her work appears to be around the ethical standings of how behavior analysts can go about decimation in an ethical way. Dr. Kelly's work of ethics within decimation also breaches into different ideas as she touches on the topic of what should be defined, the title of a licensed behavioral analyst. Lastly, her publication of the importance of pre-session pairing and the importance of this being an antecedent-based procedure for sessions with children who have autism. If I were to hypothetically interview Dr. Kelly, these are the questions I would ask her. Have you had any type of negativity or disagreement in terms of comments, people disagreeing with your post, / the field of ABA as a whole in your work within decimation, and how have you handled such negativity or disagreement? What do you suggest to those who are interested in decimation? Is it okay for an RBT to engage in decimation, or is that line of work more for BCBA? Tell me an impactful story that has happened to you within your work as a BCBA or a BCBAD. Do you have any advice for those just starting their journey to become a BCBA? Why is her work important? Dr. Kelly's work is important for multiple reasons. She questions current policies and standards currently being implemented. That trait to me is very important within this field because it is always good to keep questioning our work to further better what we do. She teaches us proper ways to engage in decimation. That is important because there should be an ethical way of how we approach decimation within our field. We can't just go all quote unquote like willy-nilly on social media. In terms of ABA, there needs to be certain standards that we must meet while practicing. She herself practices decimation, therefore she leads by example of her work. Personally, while scrolling through her accounts, I found her work to be very professional, very ethical, and I think that she leads by example. She emphasizes on the importance of natural environment play and pairing before session. This is a great take on antecedent interventions with children who have autism or intellectual disabilities. For me personally, I also work with a client who has autism, and I am told by my BCABA to basically pair with the client before we start session, so the first 30 minutes. Just as an antecedent intervention, I thought her work was a great take on antecedent interventions. I thought it was a great take on how to work with and approach children who have autism or any type of intellectual disability within ABA therapy sessions. So that is why I think her work is important. And here are the references that I used. Within these references are the 4 publications she has written. So thank you so much for watching my presentation on Dr. Amanda N. Kelly, and I hope you enjoyed it.